Okay, we are going to get started, you guys, and thank you so much, everybody, for attending this webinar. It's really an exciting one for us because it's the first time that we have ventured into other tradable asset classes besides Forex. And before I keep talking more, Vic or Darko, if I'm unclear or you can't hear me or something happens, let me know, and we'll get that fixed ASAP. So yeah, it's our first venture into these other tradable assets. The good news on this, though, is that, just move ahead here on this, what the heck's going on here? There we go. That the analysis that Darko's been providing since 2017, it works on any asset class, okay? Because it's all about reading price action, just the way that he's been doing it for so long. And of course, all on naked charts, no indicators at all. So I'm going to kind of just get right into it here and let you know how, exactly what the service entails, what you're going to be getting, how it's going to work. And then Darko is going to talk more in depth about the whole thing. So here we go. And by the way, just so you know, Darko has provided these analyses from time to time on request by our Forex trading members who also trade stocks, indices, cryptos, or commodities. But mixing these services up like this can be very distracting, which is why we started this new Stocks Plus service. Stock Plus, got to get used to saying it. It's just like mixing up long-term and short-term trading. It can be distracting, confusing, overwhelming. So we just don't want to go there and have that. So we have separate chat rooms, for that purpose. And so let me tell you a little bit more about it. Why CC stock? Well, I'll tell you what, there is a lot of reasons, many reasons to consider CC stock plus. So let me just get right down to it here. And the CC stock service is going to cover obviously things other than Forex. It's going to be US actively traded stocks, and it's going to be a basket of these things, right? It's going to have indices, crypto, and commodities. I'll actually tell you exactly what they're going to be in just a second here. So the service is, if you have investments or you're trading in any of these other non-Forex equities, then this is the kind of service that we've designed it for. The purpose is to help you make better decisions on where you want to buy, where you want to sell, and what's going on with the stock that you own or that you're looking at buying. And the thing is that you're going to be getting Darko's, and this is the main benefit of the whole thing, because this isn't Darko's first rodeo with this stuff, right? He's been doing this for a long time, but what he's done now, or is going to be doing on a regular basis, is applying it to actively traded equities. Okay. So what he's going to do, and he'll probably elaborate on this, I don't know, but if not, what he's going to be doing is analyzing a basket of equities using his pre-market analysis video, and he'll be putting that out each Monday. And you're just going to see what he shows kind of with Forex trading. The whole analysis, the pure price action analysis with no indicators. And as he does with the foreign exchange, he'll be showing pending orders in advance based on his analysis, okay? And there's also, like there is with Forex, we have some correlations that you should know about, and there's some of them as well with stocks and indices, so he'll point those out as well. And what else I want? Oh yeah, this is the thing, is that, and I just said before, Darko's been doing this since 2017 successfully every single year. So, based on his PMA videos, and what he's done is going to be doing is transferring it to equities analysis all in real time. He doesn't do anything after the fact. He hates hindsight, and so that's what you'll be getting. And then we're going to, obviously, like I alluded to a second ago, which we're going to have a new chat room exclusively for our CC Plus members. Okay. These are the asset classes that are going to be analyzed in stocks. This is Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Nvidia, and Tesla. And for commodities, copper, gold, oil, silver, indices, S&P, NASDAQ, and then for crypto, he'll be doing Bitcoin. He may change these up. He may, maybe somebody wants an analysis done on, I don't know, Google or something. And this is the kind of stuff he'll be able to look at from time to time as well. So let me see here. I don't know that. I think what we'll do here now is, Darko, I think I'll swing it over to you. I don't think there's anything more I need to talk about just yet. So let me know when you are ready.
Yes.
You're ready. Okay, good. And by the way, you guys, I gotta just, I talked to Darko this morning quite early, and he has had one of the worst bouts of the flu that he's had that he can remember. So if he sounds a bit different, yeah, I don't even think he went into work today. Just really under the weather. So I really appreciate him being here and, sucking it up for the team like he always does. Do you guys know that, by the way, that he has never, ever missed a PMA ever in his life since he's been the lead coach here? Pretty impressive. Anyway, there you go, Darko. I will mute my microphone.
Thank you. Is the sound okay and you see my charts okay?
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. And hi, everyone. Darko here. And thank you so much for attending this webinar. As Vic said, geez, when I woke up this morning, at some point I thought that this was my last day on earth. I have never, ever been so sick before. So I called my boss and said I won't be able to work today. And last time I was calling myself sick home from work, that was February 2013. So that was like 12 years ago. So I usually never get sick. So I will do my best to provide this webinar. And there will be some coughing and sneezing, so my apologies in advance for that. So basically what we will be doing moving forward is that we will be having 3 services. So one scalping service and one long-term service, and those are Forex related. And now for the first time ever, we will have a third service where we'll be providing anything that is non-Forex. Okay, so as you see on my screen to the right, those who are yellow marked, those are the basket that we will be starting to analyze on a regular basis. And the good thing with this service is that is actually I will be doing the analysis of the stocks of your preference. So if you are trading anything outside of what I'm providing, then we will be just adding those stocks to analyze on the stocks that you are trading, or anything that is, it could be cryptocurrencies or indices, commodities. Before I start the session, I just want to make sure that you guys are actually aware of that we also have a podcast. So I'm sure that most of you have been listening to this, and Forex Trading Coach podcast. And right now I have currently 338 rates, hopefully many more along the way. And I'm actually scripting my next podcast episode that should be out within the next coming week or two. Okay. So make sure that you listen to the podcast. I talk, the naked truth about trading. There is no hype, no BS. The problem with this world is that there is so much fake news, and people are not talking about the nasty part of trading, when you lose your entire savings and you struggle, the mental part of it. And all people are just focusing on a quick fix, get rich quickly, and those type of BS is nothing that I promote. So I'm telling you the honest, brutal truth about trading that everyone should know about. So that make sure that you listen to our podcast. Also, I just passed 7,000 followers on LinkedIn, so make sure that you follow us on social media. LinkedIn, just search for Darko Ali, and you should be able to find me. So, and I will be keeping daily, weekly posts, both trading and motivational stuff that I will be posting on our social media. And Vic will be providing the link for you. And this is our Facebook. And we also have TikTok. We just after 7 years we finally opened our TikTok account, and this is fairly new, so we don't have many followers just yet. So we started this just like for like I think it was like mid-January this year. So I will be staying active and posting stuff. And as you see in here, I posted several things when I was in Colombia for like over 4 weeks. So you have some videos to watch. So make sure that you follow us on TikTok. Just search for FX Coaches Corner. And we also have Twitter or X. We are usually posting everything on all social media. And this is our YouTube channel. So make sure that you watch. There are endless of videos in our YouTube channels that is highly recommended for you to watch. And actually, I just bought myself a professional vlogging equipment. I haven't unpacked it just yet. I brought it home today. So I will be vlogging and put those on YouTube and TikTok. And I will be doing those more or less on daily basis. So I just give me like a week or two to familiarize myself with the equipment, and then we will be ready to go. So the PMAs that I will be providing, or that I've been providing for the past almost 8 years, same goes for the Stock Plus service as well. There is a misconception about trading that it's not, you cannot trade in isolation. You cannot be like only focusing on a pattern or time frame combinations, or support and resistance levels. Like, you have to have a profound understanding for the entire trading circle. It's not only about the pattern, or you could be the best pattern recognizer in the world. If that's all you will never become a successful trader. So what I do is I usually cover the mental part of trading. Whenever I see a pending order, I will let you know the reasons behind those pending orders, but also like explaining everything needed within those pre-market analysis video that I will be providing on a weekly basis for this new service. So this is the entire trading circle that unless you master each and every single one of these pieces, you will be forever struggling. So that's super, super important. Okay. So if I go to Amazon, and first and foremost, if I go to the S&P, obviously many US stocks are highly correlated with the S&P. Okay, so there is a minor difference between trading forex and trading stocks or indices, and I will be covering those differences in my pre-market analysis videos that I will be providing. So there are stocks that is highly correlated with the index, and that goes for any country in the world. Like wherever you live, there is always an index for that specific country, and there's always stocks that is highly correlated, and that is one of the biggest advantage that you have, is that you need to find which stocks that is highly correlated with the index of your country. Okay, and then focus on those stocks, because we all know that the S&P, if I make this bigger, okay, and this is the fib, price went down to the 50% fib, which is usually is more respected on stocks or indices than it is on forex, is that this level was also a great level of support. Okay, I won't be going into much details. It's more like when price is down in here and you are investing in the stocks that is highly correlated with the S&P. And if I go to my weekly chart, this happened on the 7th of Monday, the 7th of April. So if I go to Amazon, you see that the bottom of this move was the same date, the 7th of April. Okay. And at the same time, this is also heading down to a level of support, the way we identify significant necklines. And you just take those positions, and there are always several ways of entering a market. You either take this as a pending order if you happen to have a natural stop, and a natural stop is a level that is provided from the market where you put your stop loss below that level, which is where I have my cursor in here. And you also have an ACAT. That's one of my one of my patterns that I'm trading. Okay, so there are endless of opportunities in the market, and there are so many people that is actually not trading forex. They are only trading stocks and indices and cryptocurrencies and commodities. So what I'll be doing is whatever I apply on forex, I will do that on non-forex related instruments. Okay, so there's another, obviously this is hindsight and we don't do hindsight coaching here, but in this specific case is I just want to show you a school example on copper here. When price, let me just grab my pen for you. Let's see if I manage to do that properly here. Price is retracing back into a level of support. Okay, this is a significant neckline, and these are the type of trades that we will be looking for. So once price hits that level, you see a pin bar reversal. Okay, and this is a monthly chart. So once price hits that level and you have that a pin bar reversal, and if you go to your entry time frame, because this is the monthly chart, then we all know that we will be going 2 time frames below, which is the daily, and you see a very clean school example of rotation. Okay, price hits this level, we breached and closed, and then we reestablished and breached and closed above. So this is rotation. Okay, then we all know that we will be drawing a fib from the lowest point to the highest point, and the 618 fib is the entry with the low stop loss. And yes, I'm not only showing you winning trades and BSing anyone. Trading is a probability game. Okay, right now when it comes to our forex service, we are in a winning streak. But like for 2 weeks from now, we were in a losing streak. We had like 2, 3 losing trades. So not every single trade will be a winning trade. So and obviously we also have dollar index. We need to be very aware of like what the dollar is doing. And what I teach in my class is that market structure. It is super important. Like unless you understand how the market is moving, making swing highs and then lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and a lower low. And then in this specific case, price did some structure damage. That means a warning sign to the upside. And now we are making higher highs and higher lows. Okay. And another higher high, higher lows. And now we are at the level of resistance. So we need to see a shift in market, because if you are interested in a shorting opportunity in dollar, you need to know when that shorting opportunity present itself properly, because you cannot just shorten here and hope for the best, because as you saw in the monthly chart, there are like necklines everywhere. How do you know which neckline is actually valid? Then you go to your entry time frame and wait for a structure damage. Like if price is coming up, making another higher low and a higher high, at some point price will be showing you that now the bears are in control over the bulls. Now you see a structure damage. Once you see that, then you look for your pattern of your preference and you make that into a pending order. So it's super important to understand market structure. Like for every time I try to explain this, people say, yeah, that's too basic, that's too simple. Well, if you're a struggling trader, or at least not a consistent profitable trader, then something is missing, right? Because unless you understand, is the market in an uptrend or downtrend, or are we ranging sideways? There are ways of approaching the market both ways, or at least all three of them. When the market is ranging, we usually almost always support and resistance trade. Once we are in a trend, are we in an uptrend or downtrend, then we have rules for that as well. So if you want me to do a top-down analysis of any of these um, trading instruments that I have here, so just let me know and I will be more than happy to show you, do like a full top-down. I'm reading the chat room now, so if you want me to do any top-down analysis on anything, just let me know and we just take it from there. Otherwise, I can just show you some other examples, like in this case. Meanwhile, you are typing, I will just go through some of the stocks in here. Nvidia in here. Same goes in here. This is also highly S&P correlated. The same day, Monday the 7th of April, when we hit that support level on S&P, this went up, okay? And you also have a very strong candle action. Do you see how this weekly candle action were engulfing the previous one? That's a strong signal, okay? So if you didn't want to take this, having here as your natural stop, then you are waiting for that extra confirmation. And now price is giving you that extra confirmation, and price did a perfect pullback into your entry. So just by eyeballing it, this is definitely the 618 fib and entry in here. We actually breached that level as well. So that's like a perfect entry with a low stop loss. So there are, like I said, there will be great opportunities to enter the market, and I will be covering every aspect of non-forex related instrument. And there are, like I said, some minor differential that you need to focus on how to build yourself a very profitable portfolio moving forward. So let's
So,
see.
yeah,
Yeah,
Darko, a guy asked, Ash has asked for BRAI. BRAI.
is
You
it
might have
like
to,
BBAI? Because I see BBAI,
uh,
BBAI.
oh,
Yeah.
BB, I'm sorry. Geez, my old
So
eyes are failing me
yeah,
here.
it's okay. Let's see.
Okay.
BAI. I have never ever seen this before, so that will be interesting. I didn't even have it on my chart. So if I click in here, wow, okay. So the yearly chart is nothing there for me to consider because there is no enough historical data. Let's see here, Big Bear AI. So if I go to my monthly chart, the problem with these type of stocks or wherever this is that you need to trade something where we have historical data. And one of the biggest mistakes, I'm not referring to this trade, I'm just talking in general, is that we hear about something like maybe someone is talking about a stuff or a stock at your day job, and someone is giving you some nice heads up about something. There is a new company or this and that, and then you buy that or you sell that, and then you end up losing. So this is what I will be talking about on regular basis, that instead of buying certain things that you heard about, focus on the bigger companies those are like a safer investment. So there was a request, let's just do this. I'm marking this as a level of resistance, and I'm marking this as a level of support. We have definitely a level of support up in here as well. Okay. So if I go to my weekly chart to see if there is anything here that is providing any level of support, I would definitely, I see that price is clearly reacting from this significant neckline. Okay. And then let me just grab my pen for you because there is an important, so obviously this is falling down to this level of support, right? We hit this level and we have a bullish reaction from that level, okay? And now price is heading up. Right now, what I do see is that this level in here is providing support. We also respected that level as resistance. So if price goes up into this level, that is a level that you should be watching for taking profits. Okay, there's also a level in here. So I wouldn't be buying this. Let me just remove all the clutter in here and go back to my cursor here. There's a level of resistance up in here. So if you are interested in buying this area in here, okay, is a level of support. If price comes down to this level, which is a weekly and a monthly, then that's also a buying opportunity. So if you are interested in this, obviously buying is not an option right now, and there is no selling signal either. The problem with exiting or at least breaching this level is that you have the next level of resistance just slightly above that level. So we need to clear these levels before doing anything. Okay. So there is nothing there. If I was grabbing the mic and price was down in here, I would definitely telling you to look for a long opportunity. So right now there is nothing there unless price hits a level of support and resistance.
Darko, I'm just going to make a comment here. I actually posted this just now, but on these stocks, like you notice this one's been down to like $1 and it went spiking up to $10. These are typically like, penny stocks or just coming out of it, and they can be quite thin and they can be manipulated quite easily too. I would just really kind of recommend to stay with the high volume stuff. It's way more predictable. These things, can move quite erratically, but that's just my 2 cents worth.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I'll be talking about. There is a misconception about like people are so fixed with, penny stocks and like a certain type of stock because that's what the vast majority of people afford to buy because everything else is too expensive. But the thing is that you won't make money in the long run. So you have to think differently when it comes to trading and especially trading stocks or non-forex related um, financial instruments. So we will be focusing on the bigger ones and also understanding, the foundational knowledge that you need to know about trading non-forex related stuff. So I'm super excited to start this new service, and obviously I will be recording my absolute first PMA, and those are always super nice to do because when we look back like 10 years from now or 5 years from now, like how did everything started? And on Monday it will be the first PMA. Just like imagine listening to my first PMA once I started to becoming a lead coach back in November 2017. Lots have changed since then, so now we are going into a new era. So this is a great opportunity for me to show you the trading skills that I'm using in forex related to non-forex related. So if you have anything else that you want me to analyze, I will be more than happy to do so. Other than that, I will be, feel free to ask any questions you want. We will be answering all of them for you, and we just take it from there. So if you are interested in trading, anything beside forex, then this is the service for you. And you will be seeing lots of, teaching you how to read price like a professional trader and how to, see a potential trading opportunity, like putting everything together, the trading circle, and then working ourselves down to an entry and convert that thinking process into a pending order and take those trades. So I leave it that. So let me know if you have any questions.
Yeah, I think there's nothing else coming in there. Maybe we'll give you a break. I know you're struggling to get this done here, and you're doing just great. But
Thanks.
yeah, okay, I will take the screen back here. Um, okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, and like I said, I would post our social media sites. They're all right here. Yeah, I really encourage you to go have a look at them. I mean, it's nothing, no reason not to, and they're all right here. So do that. I want to say something too, and we were talking about the pricing, and these. I mean, you might be thinking that you can't buy um, very much of some of these stocks because of the price of them. You look at Amazon; it's like I don't know what it is, over $200 a share. But there are other ways to trade stocks, to buy them and to sell. Well, buy them I'll talk about. For example, you can use options. If you're familiar with options, you could buy a call option or if you think it's going up, or a put option if you think it's going down, rather than buying or selling 100 shares of the stock. 100 shares of Amazon is 20,000 some odd dollars, right? But so options, you could, for $200 or whatever, it depends on the strike price and the expiration date and all that, if you know about options. Options, you can, put in way, a few $100s into that, or even less. And that doesn't mean you're risking all of that. But anyway, and of course, whenever you buy an option, that is your maximum exposure. You can't lose any more than that. I can get into this more down the road if that's of interest. The other thing to know is that there's brokers now who you can trade with and just trade, trade fractional shares, just buy one share, that kind of thing. And they are mostly, commission free. Okay. I understand in the US, there's Robinhood. In Canada, we have Wealthsimple and Questrade. Excuse me. And they're both commission free. And as I understand it, and you can trade fractional shares there. I don't personally have accounts there. Right now, I have my account at Interactive Brokers. They do offer fractional share trading, but my trading has all been options at this point. So there's that. I'm just letting you know that there's different ways of trading a higher price stock. So let me see here. Yeah, like one share, for example, you could buy one share. Let me see here. For brokers for options, options brokers. I mean, Ash, you could use. I don't know. I don't know where you live, but it could be Interactive Brokers. It could be Robinhood. Any of those, I think, are pretty good. Yeah. No, I don't. We just started the stock service, Antonis. So I think what I would like to do is develop a track record along the way, as per Darko's PMA, because that's what it's all about. I mean, we're putting it to the test, right? Just like he's done with foreign exchange. I mean, it's been very, very successful based on his PMAs. Okay, so what else have we got here? Let's get to the pricing for this. And our regular rates for this service, the CC Stock Plus service. By the way, Vic, Vic Young, when you get a chance, would you mind posting the link for the CC Stock Plus special pricing? Just when you get a sec. Regular rate now for the CC Stock Plus, the regular rate's going to be $97 a month and $747 annually. Okay, that's two options. After May the 18th, actually these are going to apply after May the 18th. Sorry about that. After, okay, before May the 18th, here's what we've done for this. This is basically our Darko's podcast special. So that it's going to be $87 a month, $397 for 6 months, or $697 annually, which is, you know what? Can anybody go out for dinner with two people for $87 a month? Like, you can't in Vancouver where I live, I'll tell you that. Whoops. And so, I mean, we've priced it like, just, we want you to try this out and like it, and hopefully stay with it, and it makes sense. And these are going to end on this Sunday, May the 18th, after which we're going to go back to the regular rates right here, just so you know. All right. Here's another option for you. And listen, I'm not, we don't like being salesy in this company of ours. We're just not that way. I'm just going to show you the best option in my opinion. And it's because you're giving yourself the most amount of time to actually learn this. But if you are currently, excuse me, I got this thing in my throat. If you are a Coach's Corner Pro, a CC Pro, you know what CC Pro is? That means you have access to both long-term and short-term Forex trading service for a year. If you are a CC Pro annual subscriber right now, you're going to get this new Stock Plus service at no additional charge. We're going to actually just make it included for you, which I think that's a pretty attractive thing. I hope it is anyway. Or if you're not a CC Pro annual member, if you join it before this Sunday, May the 18th, you can get it for $8.97. Okay. Or if you join the CC Pro after May the 18th, then it's $9.97. So those are a couple of other options for you to consider. And and by the way, something else you should know is that if you, let's just say that you are a CC Pro, probably you're not a CC Pro 12-month member, then and you want to upgrade to get the CC Pro annual subscription, what we can do is refund your most recent monthly payment and then re-invoice at the CC Pro yearly rate. I don't listen, and please listen to this part. I don't have anything to do with subscriptions or back office stuff, and neither does Darko. So please, if you have a question about this and you're not sure how this works or where you can get the link or anything, contact Vic Young. He looks after all the back office stuff at info@forexmentor.com. If you send an email to me or to Darko about this, we have to forward it on to Vic Young anyway, and then he has to get back to you. And it's just way faster for everyone to go directly to Vic Young with any issues at all that are not trading related. Okay, what do we got here? Yeah, and Antonis, did you used to be a member a long time ago? You look, your name looks familiar, but anyway, the track record with, I've been asked about this before, and I'll address it right now. Yeah, good to see you again. Hope you're keeping well. The track record with our trading, first of all, it is not a call alert service. So we don't say you have to get in here and you should get out here, or you should do this and do that. What we do is we teach people how to trade. The problem with the track record is this: if you look at the pre-market analysis videos, and Darko has a pending order at a certain price, and it's all going fine and everything, and it ends up being a nice big fat winning trade. Like you look at it, I think in the Euro Swiss right now, he's got this really big winning trade going on. He's had another huge one in the Euro Yen. What if you didn't get in on that trade, or you took your trade off early and somebody else took it off later? The point is you're never ever going to get the same results as anybody else. So saying that, I made 40% last year, or somebody else only made 2%, or somebody made 50%, it's completely irrelevant. It's not going to be the same for you because of mostly psychological issues and trade management issues. That's the problem with giving a track record. Actually, I would even call it misleading, in my opinion, because nobody gets the same record. So if I said to somebody, I made 50% last year in my trading, they'll go, oh, good, that's what I want to do. I want to make that 50% or 100%. They're not going to do it. It's just not going to happen. So I'm very, very reluctant to ever, talk about stuff like that. I just think it's misleading more than anything. But thank you. That's a good question, and I appreciate the question. I really get that. But does the subscription give access to the education? Absolutely, it does, Ash. We have a whole web page we just started. Vic Young got that all up and going here for us, and it's really similar to our other services because it's the same stuff. There's nothing different. There's a whole section on price action reading and all that. There's a new member quick start guide, just like we have in the other one. The patterns are the same. Everything's the same. So yeah, absolutely, it's all there, Ash, and of course our support as well. So yeah. Have I missed any questions here? You are most welcome, Ash. We're excited too. Glad you are, because it's whenever you get into something new like this, and you're do you think that after 7.5 years, Darko has any confidence doing what he's doing? I mean, it's a no-brainer. That's why he can say, "Give me any stock, give me any forex currency pairs. I'll do an analysis for you." Okay. And by the way, when you join, you're going to get a link to get into the chat room too. And thank you, Darko, he's just mentioning that to me, the chat room. Absolutely. So you have your own separate chat room that's only for Stock Plus subscribers. Okay. And I said that before. You don't want to mix stuff up. Yeah, in 2 months, will I have access? So Addo says here, if I upgrade to CC Pro in 2 months, will I have access to this, or is it only if I update now? You'll be able to update at whatever the rate is then. Like I say, right now, if you join before May 18th, it's $8.97. And this is for CC Pro 12-month subscription, right? Just so you know, an annual subscription. So if you do it before this, it's $8.97. So if you're a member now, you can contact Vic Young, by the way, to get clarification, because I don't want to misstate anything. But as I understand it, you can get, he will credit you or yeah, refund your current, whatever your last payment was in that month. And then you can then get this $8.97. So say, yeah. Okay, yeah, Vic's telling me that's correct. Okay. Clear as mud. I know it gets a bit kind of complicated in that, but if you have any questions or you're not sure about it, be sure to ask. Okay. Anything else here? Anybody questions here? Concerns? Yeah. Hot tips. We don't trade hot tips, but that's kind of fun too. You get somebody says, "Hey, buy Tesla. This thing is at a really good price right now," and you look at it and you go, you're going to have a different look at things after you listen what Darko has to say. I'll tell you that right now. We had a guy, I don't know if you guys have seen the YouTube video we put out, a member last month, it might have been April. And he wanted to get into United Airlines. And the reason is because there's a really, really high probability, like 95%, something like that, that between April and June, United Airlines always goes up in price. Okay, I think 95%. So he said to Darko, can you do an analysis and show some levels to get in at, which he did. Actually, let me show you that chart. Let me see if I can get it out here. Let's go to here. Let's go to, no, let me just go like this here. Nope, not what I want to do. I'm going to show you what it did here because it was just, I was just a great, what the heck here? Scalping, open layout. Okay. And if I go to get my United Airlines, yeah, this was the level. Vic, you see the upper left here, this weekly. It was in here somewhere around the $55, $56 mark. Look what it's done. It's gone up to 83 or something. So this is where he bought it, by the way. He bought it, and this is the move he got up. That's the kind of the value of doing a proper analysis like this. You can get some, yeah, a really good idea of how to get into things properly. Yeah. Oops. Let me see here. Futures, commodities markets covered in. Yes, Andre. Yes, they are. So maybe you want to talk about gold, silver, copper. Absolutely. Yeah. Maybe there's something that is not covered there. I'm sure Darko could give a quick analysis of that too. Maybe somebody thinks somebody asked about sugar the other day. So sure. Yeah. This is the thing. It's we've been in this niche market of foreign exchange trading. But it's this is the fact is way more people trade stocks than trade foreign exchange. I mean, it's everybody's got a hot tip from their buddy that just made a bunch of money on Tesla or whatever it is, right? So let's see here. Could you go into a bit more detail on the options method of trading, of using options? You mean, Ryan, like calls and puts? Sure. So what you could have done, I'll just go back to this example from here that I just showed you. So say you are interested in this right here's I'll just put a daily chart up, it doesn't matter. And you can see this is a great level in here. There's a zone kind of created in here, right? And you wanted to take this trade on because, rather than buying it up here, I think when Darko put the guy asked, the price was up in here somewhere. And rather than just simply buying it, because you're buying this guy was buying it more as an investor, not as a trading so much. If it goes below here, then you don't want it anymore. But here's the thing. if you price gets to this level and you buy an out of the money call option, or even an at the money, depends what you want, how much you want to pay, because options vary in price depending on, I shouldn't get too deep into this during this webinar, but just quickly here. Depending on the strike price and depending how far out of the money it is and the time to expiration. But if you're looking at this until June, you could have bought because that's what he said, price rallies up until into June. You could have bought the option down, a June option down into here, like a $50, $60 option or something like that. And you're now up over 20 bucks on that option. I'll tell you this, if you had paid, whatever that cost down there, you'd be way up on this thing now, like probably, I don't know, I shouldn't say that, because it's going to be like, option profits are big. Like that could be 100-200% up on that option, right? So, and by the way, it doesn't mean you have to keep the option till it expires worthless. If you start breaking the lows, and if you're taking a more of a trading approach, maybe you want to get out of the option for a loss. Maybe you lose 50 bucks or 100 bucks on it, and then you wait till it gets down to another level that you trust, and then re-enter, that kind of a thing. I know that's a really kind of a short little answer, but yeah, you're welcome. Or you, like I say, single stock options. You buy an option for one of them just for $57.66, and now it's at 80 bucks. Well, that's only $30 profit, but that's not bad when you just invested 50 or 55 or 60 or whatever it is, And when you buy an option, a single stock option, you don't have to sell it because you own it. There's no expiration or anything like that. You could just keep it, and you could add another one on down here if you still like it. But I don't advocate averaging down like that, by the way. I'm just throwing that out there. Anybody else? Yeah, you're welcome there, Ryan. It's no problem. All right, well, listen, let's wrap it at that. I know it's getting late for Darko there in Sweden, and she's not feeling 100%. So let's do that. I want you to please ask me questions if something comes up. I'd really love to have you guys with us. Like I say, it's I think pretty reasonable here. If you want to just at least give it a month, and if you want to upgrade later, like the back office is pretty good about helping you out with that. So no problem at all. Okay. So thank you all very much, everybody. We really appreciate you guys attending. And do let me know if you have anything else. Darko, did you have anything else to add, or is that it?
No, this sounds great. I mean, what I was about to say is that we have a great trading community where you can chat with other traders in the chat room, like exchanging ideas, and it's a great community where you could actually, put any questions there. And obviously, I'm just a text message away. And like I said before, even if I have a basket of stocks or commodities, if there's anything that you want me to analyze for the next coming video, then I will just cover those as well as an additional video for you. So it doesn't need to be the ones that I showed you, because we have clients all over the world and they all trade their own stocks and indices, and I will be more than happy to give you my thinking process about any given trading instruments. So it doesn't need to be the basket that I just showed you. So, and obviously, trading is a lonely business. So once you join the service, there are always like-minded people that is actually there to exchange ideas. And like I said, I'm only a text message away. So if you have any questions, comments, or anything that you want me to analyze for the next coming video, you just type that in a chat room and I will be covering that for you. So yeah, that's basically it. So I hope to see you in class if that's in the cards for you. So we'll be looking forward to start our new service in here. And yeah, thank
Good.
you. Cheers.
Super good, yeah. And we'll get this recording out to all you guys, so you can, if you want to go over this again and check it out, that's fine too. And that's it. Vic Young, was there anything I should have said that I didn't say, or did say that I shouldn't have said? I think we're good. He says no. Okay, I'm off the hook. Well, thank you very much, you guys. Really appreciate it. and hope to see you in our class. All right. Thank you so much. Thanks again, and thank you, Darko.
Thanks. Cheers.